Hello everybody and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, where I just spent about 5 minutes flying around out here in the East Farside crater looking for this bad boy right here, a moonstone. So let's go ahead and get a little closer to it, and we'll pick up that moonstone. Excellent. We'll go ahead and keep that. And we will also, I also ran an EVA report here. We can go ahead and overwrite that. There we go. And we can just head right on back to the lander, which is about 600 meters away. And I'll just need to conserve a little bit of EVA propellant here, because we are getting a little low, but we'll just hop right back in and it won't be a problem. Also, I was noticing something. Bob has a chute now. Where was that, Bob, when you got out and landed in the water? Where did you put that? Why did you not bring that with you? I'm very confused. I don't know what your problem is, Bob. It's very strange. So, we're next going to need to find a place to build a little bit of a base here. This is just going to be a research outpost more than anything. So, next thing that we're going to do is we're going to hop in, store the moon rock, and then we're going to refresh Bob's EVA propellant. We'll go ahead and bring him right on down to a much slower speed, and hopefully this is the right direction to hop in. Be slightly awkward if it wasn't. Okay. Excellent. We did make it. So we'll go ahead and grab our crew report, and temperature scan, and atmospheric pressure scan, and our materials study, and we'll go ahead and store everything. Now we're going to need to grab our mystery goo observation, so we'll have Bob hop on out. He's now got full EVA propellant, which is very good for him. We'll go ahead and restore the Science Junior. And RCS on. Bob, get up. Get up, Bob. There you go. Excellent. We'll open the service bay. Are we close enough right now? No, we are not. Okay. Oh, we landed right here. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and close the service bay. And up we go. And up we go. There we go. Now we'll mystery goo observation. And we'll materials study. And we'll go ahead and collect all that. Now we couldn't actually extract from the Science Junior, so we'll have Bob get out again. And he's going to just go right on down. And he is going to collect the data from the Science Junior. We can store that in our pod. And now he's going to restore it. Fantastic. And now he's going to do the same exact thing for the mystery goo containment unit. He's going to need to restore it. And then he's going to need to stop falling quite so fast. He's now going to need to observe while hovering here. Now he collects the data, and now he restores it. He closes the service bay, and up we go, and hop back in. That data is now stored in here, and we could technically mystery goo observation and material study again, and we're going to do that. We're out of places to store this data, though, so that means that we are officially done with this for now. However, we still need to deploy a flag here. We have landed on the surface of the moon and walked on the surface of the moon, which is always nice. But we still need to plant a flag here. And we still need to transmit or recover. We'll do that when we get back. We'll recover it. We need to bring back the moonstone. And then we need to start setting up these photovoltaic panels here. Now, I believe these are best set up by an engineer. Let's see here. This is, of course, best set up by a Kerbal, or rather by a scientist. So we'll have Bob hop out, and we'll pin his inventory open here, and he is just going to grab the ED monitor. And now we will have Bob let go, and he will head off. Bob, there you go. Now he's using his RCS. Excellent. We'll have him head off just over this way, find ourselves a nice, relatively large, relatively flat area, and I think right over here is actually a good candidate. So let's just come right over here. Gonna start braking a little bit. Gonna need to continue traveling over this way. Actually, right here is real solid. This is a great place for an outpost. Now, it does bear noting that we're not going to get anything from this right away. We don't have a communications beacon here, or a communications object here. So, I think I'm going to place it like just between these two rocks. So that does mean that we're going to need a couple of things. One, we're going to need that tech, which we'll get pretty quickly. Two, we're going to need communication satellites around the moon, because this is the Farside crater, right? We don't have a direct connection to Kerbin, so we're going to need at least one communication satellite to relay that. Ideally, more like two. But for right now, we will go ahead and plant our flag here. And we are going to call this one we're going to call this the Moon Science Outpost. Excellent. Okay, and now we're just going to need to place down our ED monitor. And I think I'm just going to put that a little ways away over here. Here should be fine. So that's just going to go ahead and deploy itself out. Now it's not connected, it doesn't have power, and it doesn't have a control station. So we're going to have to head right on back and get those things over here. So off we go. And the power, I believe, is best put up by an engineer. I think we'll hop back to the KSC and take a look at the tooltips quick. I really need to start braking. Was really cruising there. Okay, let's stop. There we go. Get our physics arrested there a little bit. There we go. And we'll go ahead and hop in, and let's just pop right back to the Space Center real quick here. And we'll take a look at what we have available right now for money. Yeah, that's a fair amount of money. Let's see, anything good here? Specific orbit of Minmus, that wouldn't be terrible. We should probably grab this. There we go. And now what I wanted to do is I wanted to hop into the VAB. We're not going to actually build anything, but I wanted to hop in here and check the... What is that under? Is that under payload? I forget where they put it. Here it is. It's under cargo. Okay, so the photovoltaic panel, when properly set up by trained engineers, power several groundbreaking science experiments at a time. Reduced power output caused by allowing Jebediah to just unfold the flippy bit is not covered under the manufacturer's warranty. Okay, so yeah, that's best set up by engineers, so we'll have Bill do that. This is, of course, best set up by scientists. And the experiment control station, let's see here, controls both power and data from nearby deployed parts and coordinates sending it back to Kerbin. Be sure to use one if you want to generate any useful data. Can be left to gather data over long periods of time, as the loneliness circuits were disabled during testing. Okay, so this doesn't have to be deployed by anyone in particular, but Bill should be the one to deploy the solar panels, for sure. Now, it's going to take Bill a while to deploy all of those. There's no doubt about that. So we'll just have Bob hop out here, and he is going to be the one to deploy the experiment control station. Okay, he will now let go. And as soon as he actually starts to control his descent, there we go, we will head on over. And we'll just target probably about 30 meters per second here, although I need to be putting everything we can into fighting gravity just now. There we go. Excellent. We need to start braking and fighting gravity. We're moving too quick. Uh-oh. Okay, Bob recovered. We're good. Good job, Bob. I'm sure he's fine. We planted a flag. Cannot deploy part as it is not on the surface of a planet. I don't think it's this one that it was struggling with. I hope it wasn't anyway. Okay, so we are going to put up the experiment control station somewhere right around here. I mean, the position doesn't really matter too much. Okay, so we need 2 total power here. We don't have any currently. And I don't think this... It has an antenna on it, but I don't think it's really intended for transmitting very long distances. That said, the moon is about as short as it could possibly transmit. Unless we set one up on the surface of Kerbal, which would almost seem pointless. Okay, back you go, Bob. Just go ahead and stop this forward momentum a little bit. We're pretty high right now. We should allow Bob to fall a bit. There we go. Good job, Bob. Very good job. He managed to climb himself up and then just fell right off, and there was no way that I could do anything about it. Okay, well, that does prove that we need to go in this one instead of the other one. So that's something. In you go. Excellent. Okay, so we'll get Bill out next. And Bill is going to go ahead and grab a single photovoltaic panel. There we go. And then Bill is going to apparently be better at Bob, or better than Bob at dealing with the EVA. So that's nice. And over he goes. There we go. Gonna need to do something kind of like this and start braking. I started braking a little early this time, actually. There we go. Nice landing, Bill. We'll now have him drop a photovoltaic panel. And this may produce enough output to power both of them, but I'd be a little surprised. We'll see how much it actually outputs when put up by a scientist, or rather by an engineer, like this. Ah, okay, it tracks. Good to know. It does produce 2 power. Okay, that's good. So that means that we have enough power here. Which means that we should be, yep, we are collecting science here. Now, it isn't transmitting any of the science, of course, because we have no way to transmit it. But it is, I believe, collecting them. I have no idea if we can get the data back, or if it will start once our communication system starts up. I guess we'll see. But for now, back we go. So that's sufficient power for right now. We do have 3 more of those power modules that we brought along. But I don't think I'm actually going to put them up immediately. Because, oh, you overshot a little bit there, Bill. Nicely done. Not too bad, though. Oh, he collided. Oh, nope. Not a good entrance there, Bill. Let's try that one again. There you go. Fantastic. Because, I mean, it's a little bit tedious to fly all of them over there on camera. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these guys here for right now. And off camera, I'm going to take the photovoltaic panels over. But for right now, we'll hop on back to the Space Center. And next episode is when they're going to come back. So they're going to stay on the moon for a little while. And for right now, I think we will go ahead and start working on some communication satellites. But that said, I really want to have access to precision engineering. We could upgrade our R&D. We'd be awful close on the budget. That said, we'd be coming back from the moon, and we would be finishing a lot of contracts. Well, 2 contracts. And then we could do some satellite positioning. Yeah, we'd have enough money to do that. That said, we don't have the science currently to buy anything, so there's no point in upgrading right now. So to that end, I guess we'll fly another one over. I mean, I know I said that it's tedious, and it is, but I guess we'll fly one more over. And then I'll do the other 2 off camera, because it's a little early to put a cut in here. And I don't want to have to edit this because I'm lazy. So we're going to have Bill EVA. And we will go ahead and grab a photovoltaic panel. And I guess we will just head on over. Good job, Bill. Okay. So off we go. We are really cruising right now. I need to start braking. Because we are going to overshoot. We are going to overshoot like mad. Okay. Let's try to go back. I didn't realize I was moving at like 38 meters per second. It's kind of extreme. Okay. There we go. We'll place another photovoltaic panel about right here. Excellent. And I mean, we have plenty of power. So we'll just go on back. There we go. Fantastic. Right on back to my channel's brand of stunningly boring content. I like it. I'm going to overshoot again. I guess that's the entertainment value right there. Well, that wasn't too bad. Good job, Bill. The moment I hit the grab button, he just immediately plummeted from the... I was going to say from the sky, but there's no sky here. There you go, Bill. Good job. So we'll have Bill hop back out, and I guess we'll do one more. I mean, realistically, we do have the time in the episode to do all these. So I guess I can do that. Good collisions, Bill. Good continued collisions, Bill. He did not leave gracefully. Excellent. Let's try this again, shall we? I'm just going to take this up to somewhere around 22 meters per second this time. That should be more than enough speed, and we should be able to come to a stop pretty quickly. Something kind of along the lines of this. We're still traveling forward a little bit here, but we'll just need to do that, and then he'll tumble forward a little bit. It's a good thing that the helmet faceplates are made out of some pretty tough stuff. So we'll just go ahead and drop this photovoltaic panel right about here. It kind of doesn't matter where any of these are located as long as they're close enough. Okay, let's go back. We've got one more to grab. Either way we slice it, though, they are definitely going to be coming back next episode. And then we're probably going to need to do some satellites for funding, as well as getting communications over here. Like, that'll need to happen. We'll need to land over here with another load of parts for the outpost. But that's completely fine. Okay, let's just get right on up over here. Bill, can you go up, please? Thank you. Sometimes when they collide, they just really start plummeting, like they're under curbing gravity or something. And then they forget to fire their thrusters for a little bit. It's kind of strange. Okay, Bill, let's go. There you go. Good job, Bill. Okay. Well, we're definitely going to have enough power for a while over here. But that was the point behind bringing this many power generators, so that we don't have to have a bunch of storage for them later on in future flights. Okay, let's go. Just try to bring this guy up to around 25 should be fine. And we'll just start bringing that a bit to a halt here. There we go. And we'll place this photovoltaic panel somewhere over here. It, again, really doesn't matter. Here will be perfectly fine. Okay, let's take a quick look over here at what's been going on in the meantime. Okay. Our experiment control station here is got plenty of available power. In fact, it's got 8 out of the 2 it needs. So that's good to know. We've got lots of power here. And it looks like it is going to store the completed science, and then it'll need to transmit it later on. Of course, we don't have a transmitter here, and we're on the far side, so it's not going to be able to transmit through the moon anyway. So we've got some work ahead of us on this particular science outpost, but that is going to generate a lot of science for us. Excellent. Let's go ahead and bring Bill to a halt here. He's going to overshoot again. Actually, not too much. There we go. He collided a little quickly there. Okay. Good flip, though, Bill. Too bad you couldn't stick the landing. And up we go. And there we go. Excellent. So we are pretty much ready to leave at this point. There's not too much else we can do here. However, bringing these guys home is a job for another episode. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.